Hi, thank you so much for joining us for our virtual APAP showcase. This is BLUE13 Dance Company in the Zoom room. I am the founding artistic director, Achinta Mcdaniel. This is John Paul, my associate director, and these are our wonderful dancers of the company. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being a part of today, everyone. We know you might have questions. If you do, please go ahead and text us or give us a call at the number on your screen, or you can visit our website at blue13dance.com. We would love to talk to you. So the works that you saw today were Terpsichore and Gurus, which is the world premiere that was presented by the Wallace Annenberg Center for the Performing Arts here in Beverly Hills. We're an LA company. We're so grateful to the Wallace and really grateful for the timing of it because that was presented, believe it or not, at the end of February, right before the pandemic of COVID hit. So we are grateful to have been able to perform that piece. Terpsichore and Ghungroos. Terpsichore, as you know, is the Greek muse of dance, and Ghungroos are the bells that we wear on our ankles as classical Indian dancers, which you probably saw throughout. Uh, for me and for all of us as a company, part of our very DNA is the multiplicity of work as Black and Brown dancers and dance makers, as the diaspora, to really uncover blind spots that might exist in the concert world, in the commercial realm of dance, in joyful experiences like Bollywood, and also really to interrogate and deconstruct the ideas and perceptions of what American dance is and can be, to really highlight the diaspora in that sense. And my background is classical Indian and South Asian cultural artistry. So you'll see a lot of that in the work as well. From that joyful high at the end, which is a big Bollywood bright number called Disco Valet that was presented by the LA Philharmonic here during COVID, socially distanced with masks on, COVID tested, to the more abstract identity based political statements that you will have seen, like with the cage work of Terpsichore and Ghungroos. So those are the pieces that you saw. That was from like a nice long 3-year process of developing that work with this company. And we also are all teaching artists. So in addition to creating these works during touring, what we really love to do is teach. Master classes, like dems in the norm, but also really deep in the conversations. What we found during COVID is that we've pivoted to really create these deep conversations through our Flip the Script series on Instagram, which is an interview series with other dance makers, into a Talk the Talk roundtable on things like politics and equity and race and gender that are so important and really intrinsic in the work. So we're happy we're able to share that with you. And if you have questions, please again do reach out to us. And Christina, I think you might have something to say.
Yeah, speaking of the work that we just saw in our talk back at the Wallace, we get this question a lot. How do you create work? What's the process as a dance maker, as a choreographer, and to our dancers as well? How do you embody this movement?
Mm, that's a great question. Yes, we do get that all the time. I think part of it is the identity of the company of kind of walking this tightrope, right? That's where our identity lies, are on these eggshells between two binaries. And each one of us in this Zoom, and probably many of you out there, have that of being pulled apart by two different constructs that might not feel so comfortable. That discomfort is where I find identity. So a lot of the work is based on my experiences, on tragedy, on emotion, on the ways in which I was raised, and the adversity and obstacles I might have faced. And those are also with the rest of the company. We too might have faced this as well. Is there a dancer out there that wants to sort of speak to the work?
Yeah, if I could chime in here, I know that a lot of us dancers in BLUE13 can relate. Being mostly brown and Black people on stage, I think it's really important to represent those that might not be seen. For us, the work really comes based from our own perception and our own individuality, which is why it's really important, because the work is not just set on us and moving on, but it builds from us. And for me, I have to dig inside and really take my emotions and my experiences from my past to build on that. That's why I think it's really important that we're representing most that might not be seen, and in the audience they can see that and hopefully relate to it. And yeah, I think it's really important work for us.
Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, I think that's the root of really what the company is, and also us being able to trust each other. So for all these dancers, the process is, improvisational, us really working together through a concept musically with collaborators in film or music or visual art that we're working with, right? Really having that buy-in and that trust and that ownership of the work is a big part of it, and having these relationships. But just to Jackie's point, the representation, that's why I created the company in the first place, right? Really being able to see and hear concepts and ideas and bodies that look like or think like or talk like me, or might just have a related experience. Not just in the company to have that diversity, that belonging, that inclusion, that equity in the company as an organization, but for our constituents, our audiences, our young dancers, everyone that we're touching with these works. So we hope to broaden these conversations and talk to you all more about them. Please give us a call or visit our website or send us a text. Thank you so much for joining us today.